Welcome to another episode of This Is Unusable. I'm Ben Steinberg.
I'm Tyler Martin.
Great. So it's Nacho Week in Portland, and that's why we're recording an hour and a half later because you said it was Nacho Week. So I said, all right, Nacho Week? You got it. We can record an hour and a half later. I'm fine with that. No, it was actually Nacho Week, and then you said, hang on, I have to go cook some pulled pork. So we got to delay for another half hour. And I just want you to know, man, that you can pull my pork anytime. So pulled pork, totally get it. Nacho Week.
And you can cheese my chips whenever, Ben.
And you said you only just now realized that you don't really care about Nacho Week. So I'm so sorry to hear that. Why is that, Tyler? Explain it.
Because it's just a bunch of chips with shit on top. And it's more expensive. I can make nachos. Like, nachos aren't exciting. What's exciting is, like, cool, fresh pizza ideas. I don't make pizza at home, really.
Cool, fresh pizza ideas.
Pizza week is a great week. I don't do a lot of wings. Wing week, I like that. Cocktail week or month or whatever is okay. Yeah, I don't need to be getting blitzed on cocktails.
Is a cocktail
but they're
month
usually
important?
only $8. Yeah, there's a highball week. Or a month.
Why are you not sure if it's a week or a month?
Too many cocktails, Ben.
Everything else you've told me about has a week. It's burger week, pizza week, nacho week. Why is it that there's cocktail month in Portland?
Because people will never stop drinking, but they will stop eating.
Are there heavy drinkers in Portland? I got that sense when I visited you.
I mean, we're like the beer capital of the Pacific Northwest.
That's very specific. The beer capital of the Pacific.
Probably the beer capital
Northwest.
of the whole western side of the United States, I imagine.
You
Colorado
think so?
might be second.
Colorado, cold as the Rockies.
They have Molson Coors, I believe. They have Miller. Whoever owns Miller, I think Molson Coors owns Miller.
Coors is advertised as being cool as the Rockies, and that's not true unless you refrigerate them.
Yeah.
So
well, once the mountains turn blue, then you're like, I'm hiking.
Right, but it's advertised as being a cold thing, but it's not. It's just like any other beer. It's not inherently cold until you chill it. I'd never understood that. They're just basically it's filtered cold and bottled cold and made cold, and it's cold, just to try to make you want a beer really badly. Cold.
The thing is, they're trying to keep it cold throughout the whole process. Because if you let heat in during that process, then it might, spoil the beer. Not that Coors can really be spoiled.
Exactly.
I like to generally leave it in my car at 90 degrees and then put it back into the fridge and then enjoy it as I dribble it down my face and spoil my shirt, and then I just take a shit on the lawn.
That really goes to show you how little there is in Coors Light, that they have to advertise how cold it is. It's such a bullshit nothing beer that they're like, well, it's cold, and I do feel like if you warmed it up to 90 degrees in your car, that would sort of turn it into like a craft brew. At least that would be interesting. Whereas with modern Coors, cold, it's ridiculous. It's just so stupid. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It's advertising. Of course they're going to advertise something like that.
Wasn't there the whole thing about like, I don't know, something about barley or I don't know. Remember? They had rolled up to a castle or like blah, 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 barley or something. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't understand it. No one gave a shit.
They rolled up on a castle? Blah, 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 barley?
In an advertisement.
You sure they weren't? They rolled up on a castle and they were like, put up. Because that's what it sounds like when you roll up on something, is you're going to roll the windows down and then fire at it. So are you sure these people didn't
Yeah, they were attacking them what's that? Monty Python and A Midsummer's Night Dream or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's a Monty Python movie, Monty Python and Midsummer. And the Holy Grail, where they lay siege to a castle and they instantly regret it when the people of the castle start hurling farm animals over the side onto
Iambic
them.
pentameter, I fart in your general direction.
I fart in your general direction. That is iambic pentameter, pentameter, whatever you want to call it. Pentameter. That's true. Oh my God. How did you know that?
Savant.
I fart in your general direction. Jesus. Do you think they said other things in iambic pentameter too in the movie, or just that?
Yeah, that's that.
Of course. The only thing they said using Shakespearean style is I fart at you, which is an amazing insult. I fart in your general direction. And it's said with a French accent too. I fart in your general direction. Your mother stinks of elderberries or something like that. Isn't that another line too? It's a good movie. It falls apart at the end, but it feels like it was deliberate, because everyone gets arrested by the police. It's funny describing it. Watching it, you're like, they did not figure out how to end this movie. But describing it as, and in the end, King Arthur gets arrested by the police. It's pretty funny.
It was actually a documentary because they didn't have the permits to film there, and they got warned multiple times.
Yeah. So you don't care about Nacho Week, huh? You don't care?
No, it's just I just realized it's too much money for a bunch of chips.
Gotcha. Right.
The ingredients don't match the price point, and I'm just eating a bunch of chips. Like, I feel like eating a piece of pizza, you're like, this combo works. Everything else is just like chips are the delivery vehicle. Like, you don't need the chips to enjoy the stuff.
Making pizza is it's an alchemical process where all the parts of a pizza come together to create something that's greater than the sum of its parts. And you're like, this doesn't just taste like cheese and sauce. It tastes like something altogether different. Whereas, yes, nachos, it's just cheese on stale bread, basically.
You hardly ever get, like, having a second layer of chips is very annoying.
Right, because the cheese doesn't get onto it.
Give me a big plate that's very flat and cover it.
Yes.
Layering, not good.
That's a good point.
People don't layer.
All the chips that have the cheese on top, you kind of have to sort of let the cheese sort of fall off of it if you can, if it's that kind of cheese, onto the chips below, or else you're just left with a couple cheesy chips and then a bunch of just regular, boring tortilla chips beneath it.
And if you leave them there in front of me, they will get but I won't feel good about it.
Right. Did I tell you about the time when I worked at Trader Joe's and someone asked me the difference between potato chips and tortilla chips?
No, what's the difference?
Well, I mean, this guy literally asked me while I was like putting beer up on the shelves or something. He said, "Excuse me, what is the difference between this and this?" And I said, "Well, the tortilla chips are made from tortillas, and the potato chips are made from potatoes."
Made from tortillas. They're not made from tortillas.
I know, but I basically
that's not the main ingredient. Tortilla.
No,
that's what you said to this poor man.
I mean, they basically are sort of dried tortilla. I mean, they're
corn.
not quite.
They're made out of corn.
Well, tortilla chips are made of. I mean, corn chips are made of corn, but tortilla chips are different.
All tortilla chips are corn.
Oh, really? Are they? Well, then I misinformed him. But he wasn't particularly informed in the first place because he had to ask me the difference.
Yeah, no one's using flour tortillas for tortilla chips.
Yeah, I guess they're all corn chips.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's redo the bit. So I said to him, so corn chips are made out of corn, and potato chips are made from potatoes. And he said, "Oh, okay, thanks." And they put them both back and just continued on into the story.
And he got the olive oil popcorn because that's where it's at.
That is pretty good stuff. I always prefer kettle corn to olive oil popcorn, but, kettle corn's not good for you. So,
man, you eat a whole bag of that and you're feeling sticky on the inside. Whereas you eat enough olive oil popcorn, it'll just slide right out.
Yeah. Speaking of sliding right out, I had a colonoscopy.
Wow. The seventh one.
The seventh it's my second colonoscopy this year. It was interesting because the prep I had to take for it was different. And I had an altogether different experience while taking it.
Preparation C?
Preparation H for HIV, to make sure I don't contract HIV while I'm at Cedars, because it's been going around at Cedars-Sinai. It's Cedars-Sinai.
People be licking them toilet seats, slurping them tampons.
Just dipping tampons in like an alcoholic beverage or something like that, and then just
the real Bloody Mary. The real ones now.
Bloody Mary, Jesus. But no, it was interesting because it was a completely different preparation style this time. The first time I did a colonoscopy, they gave me Dulcolax, which is a pill laxative, and then Miralax, which is like a powder you mix in with Gatorade or something like that. So you take the Dulcolax and then you take the Miralax and you sip it over the course of like 2 hours. While you're doing that, you start to shit. But I was very aware of the fact that I was about to go. Like, it was like alarms were going off in my head. Compared to the next time I did it, it felt like a fire and brimstone preacher who was like getting very in my face saying, "You are about to shit your pants." And I was like, "Thank you very much. I should run to the toilet right now." I could tell it was coming. But, and then the second time I did it, I took this other stuff called Gavolite, which is like this electrolyte mixture with stuff that makes you poop. And then you have to, basically 4 liters of it. It feels like it's over a gallon, and you have to drink 3/4 of that over the course of 2 hours. When I took that, there was like no warning at all. And to me, that was like, it was like if Imagine if Jeff Bridges was like an evil cult leader, you know, like some calm old dude, evil cult leader, and he never lets that mask slip. So he just seems like he's chill, and he says, Ben, it's so good to see you. Your name is Ben, right? I got a good memory. I remember this. Anyway, I just thought you should know that you're about to shit your pants, and I'm not going to warn you again. I'm not going to warn you again. I'll see you later. Bye. That's what it was like the second time. And my God, it was just so matter of fact. I just went I was like, is this about to happen? I don't know. So I just went and sat on the toilet. I didn't even try. To push. It just shot out like shotgun blast. Just crazy. It was wild. It was effortless. And I was on the toilet for 2 hours straight after that. Just shooting liquid straight out of my ass into the toilet. And goddamn. All that wiping starts to hurt after a while. Oh, Jesus, just raw ass. It's fucking awful. I don't recommend getting a colonoscopy. It sucks. You're going to have to get one, but...
You don't have to get one, Ben.
No,
you can just skip it and die.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, the way the world's going, I don't think a colonoscopy's worth it. I'll just sit back and wait for the gasoline to run out and be shot by mutants. Not the cool X-Men ones, but like the bad ones from Fallout.
Fallout is such a great series. Oh my God. Have you played the Fallout games?
Played 3 and then my hard drive crashed. So I didn't finish. And then 4, I played 4. 4 was great.
4 is great too. A lot of people
4 was DC, I think.
No. 3 was DC. The Capital Wasteland.
Boston?
4 is Boston. Yes, they called it like the Commonwealth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
3 had piss filters on it. Remember back in, 15, 20 years ago when all video games, they didn't have the proper graphics for a decent atmosphere. So all the developers just added like a greenish yellow filter over the entire image to make it look gritty. Piss filters. That was a good time.
Sepia,
yes.
I guess Sepia. It's literally right there.
Sepia, yeah.
I went the other way.
Sepia. CPE. I had a friend who I would go to his dad's place who had an underground theater. One summer, all I did that summer was just play Fallout 3 with him on this home theater or watch Jeopardy.
What do you mean with? How do you play with somebody?
Well, we'd take turns. I'd give him the controller and he'd play a bit and then I'd play a bit. And we would do that.
I like how you'd
Jeopardy.
give him the controller like it's your house.
We would share the controller, okay? Jesus. Obviously, it's not my house. There's no home theater. That was such a great time. It was funny, though, how it's like the other thing to do was not watch some incredible cinematic masterpiece, but to watch Jeopardy, the film, the TV show that requires like the least resolution, high-quality image you could possibly need.
Whoa. The double Jeopardy, animation, probably clutch in a home theater.
Yeah, you make a good point. And, it was every time you get a double Jeopardy, the whole audience claps, for no fucking reason. And that was great to hear on the surround sound system.
You picked well.
Yes, but why?
You did the picking.
You still picked randomly, and then everyone double Jeopardy. Yeah.
You clap because if they get it wrong, then you feel bad for them. So you give them a little bit of hope, and if they get it wrong, then no one claps.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah, you give them a little pre-clap just in case they get it wrong.
That's you get pre-clap right before you get the clap. Pre-clap. Oh, yeah, let me taste some of that pre-clap.
And then you get some claptrap.
But my colonoscopy, and then I think I got sick at the hospital. So that was fun. I've been sick for the last week. I'm amazed my voice works at all, to be honest.
Anytime you travel more than 5 miles, you get sick, Ben.
Yeah,
I think you need to travel more.
Well, I may have gotten sick. I saw Disclosure Day the day before, and I might have gotten sick at that.
Because of how bad it was?
I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was great. Did you see it?
No, I heard it was all just black SUVs driving up.
Yes,
places.
It is. I was gonna mention that. That is what it is. There's at least 4 instances where the people are being chased and they're in a place, and then all the black SUVs swarm, this secretive government agency. They come in from all directions.
Do they not coordinate that? They're everyone just spread across the city. Oh shit, yes. We gotta go.
Exactly. It happens 4 times, and it's kind of completely absurd after the second time, where you're how is it that they're not catching these people? And every time the people sort of manage to barely escape, and it's the most ridiculous way. At one point, there's one guy, everyone swarmed the house, and he's just crouching on the ground, behind their cars, and he's not even trying to crouch, he's standing and everyone's just looking at the house. And then he gets in a car.
I love when everybody does the one thing instead of like having like stations and protocols,
yes.
you know?
Yes.
So
you look this way, you look the other way, and then we'll be covered.
Yeah.
But no, everyone swarmed on that. Oh, God, I was way too hot a mic. Everyone swarmed on this house, and no one was like, oh, what if I turn around a little bit? He's right there. Oh, my God, the movie's over.
That is one of my favorite, like, Reddit tropes is where they're like, someone's like, hey, you want to go on this adventure? They're like, no. And then they just roll credits.
Yes, exactly.
Are you hungry, Harold? No, I'm not, Kumar.
Yeah. Yeah, the end. Well, you know, there are plenty of video games that I've played in the past where it's like, if there wasn't this one grapple point right here for me to grab onto, literally the rest of the game could not happen at all. So thank God for that one grapple point.
Don't get me started on fucking grapple, like the yellow tinting, the yellow painting on the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of lame, but also it's like people are so stupid now that they need those cues in order to.
But there's so many like walls. Like we don't need that many walls. We don't need this fucking climbing animation for so much of a game. Like it just pads it out. It's like just automate it. Automate the fucking climbing after the first 6 times. You know? Like,
yeah, but I mean, you can only automate so much before people are like, I'm not even playing the game, I'm just watching stuff happen.
People loved Metal Gear Solid 5 or 4, whatever. The 5, I think, Phantom Pain, I think it had 70 minutes of cutscenes or something like that.
It had way more than 70 minutes of cutscenes. It had way more than 70 minutes of cutscenes.
People were all about that. I think you could bring that back. I think people will be fine with cutting out 20 seconds of like,
maybe.
And then there's like times where you're trying to make them go and they just won't go. I'm like, this sucks. I just want to be at the top. Just give me a grapple gun. Like just grapple gun and get me up to the top. I don't need to climb up these edifices anymore. These facades.
Edifices.
Edifici.
Well, did you play Metal Gear Solid 5? That game's amazing.
I did not. I haven't.
Oh my God.
I might plug in my PS3 again one day.
It's so
my
good.
My PS3 still works.
There's a little prequel game before Metal Gear Solid 5. I can't remember what it's called, but you should play
Guns
that.
and Patriots?
No. That's Metal Gear Solid 4, I think.
Yeah,
there's like
it's not a prequel game.
No, it's not. There's like a short it's sort of like a prologue.
Sons of Liberty or something like that?
No, Sons of Liberty is Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's Guns of Liberty.
No, there's Guns of the Patriots, or Guns of the Patriot, and Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty is 2. Guns is 4. Snake Eater is 3. Snake Eater.
What's 1?
Just Metal Gear Solid. And then before that, it was Metal Gear.
Liquid. Metal Gear, Ben's asshole.
Well, you do play as a character named Liquid Snake. Like, I'm pretty sure you play, and then in 5, you play as, like, Venom Snake.
Like, he wasn't, like, a made man, so he's, like, fluid, and then, he's, like, solid, brother, and he's, like, Solid Snake, that's a good name.
Yeah, it's not phallic at all, Solid Snake.
No.
Nothing phallic about. And then there was Floppy Snake. There's Floppy Snake. That was left on the cutting room floor. They thought Floppy Snake was a little too on the nose or on the penis.
There's also Sneaky Snake.
I mean, that's the whole
that's
game.
not, yeah.
But no, Metal Gear Solid 5 is excellent. It's absolutely excellent. And when I played that, I was like, I played some of the other games, but I was like, HIDEO Kojima is a fucking genius after playing this fucking game. I couldn't believe.
Standing on Death Island or whatever?
Death Stranding. I played a little bit of it. That game's, I mean, you're basically just carrying shit on your back from place to place, and you hold the triggers to prevent yourself from falling over. And that's, I mean, it's a kind of a pain in the ass. And you kind of gotta like the grind of it, because it's a grind. But
I like Raymond Nordis. I think he's
Norman Reedus in that game. He's good. He voice acts the whole thing, and
he's like Carol.
What's that from?
Walking Dead.
I never saw Walking Dead. I heard it just gets really bad in the later seasons. Did you see it?
Yeah. And then I saw, like, this is a spoiler for anyone out there, and I got spoiled too, but if you haven't watched all the Walking Dead like I have, I saw a clip where fucking Negan's still alive, so I'm like, okay, great.
I mean, at this point, the show's been over for quite a while. At this point,
yeah, but it's like the different one. Like, hey, welcome to Walking Dead, fucking Beverly Hills or whatever.
Yeah,
Walking Dead Housewives,
Walking Dead Housewives of Beverly Hills.
And you don't get to eat my husband. I'm eating my husband.
talking. I'm eating my husband. It was... It was really funny. I'm trying to think of something I can riff on, but I don't want to ruin it. It's good the way it is. I don't even remember what we were talking. Good video games, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, the colonoscopy, and then I got sick. And then I watched all the Jackass movies because...
even the new one? It's not even out yet.
It's not out yet, no.
You got a special screener? You ready for all the lore? You got the, you're caught up on the plot?
Oh, man, it's such a rich, deep lore in the Jackass films. So like this one guy takes his penis out and then he does it again later, and that's like a callback to the previous time when he took his penis out.
I bet there was soup involved.
And like they planned it and everything. There was no soup involved, unfortunately. There was ping pong, so it was
Miss Opportunity.
Miss Soup. Yeah, they should have used soup. It should have just been a soup-based movie. Why is there so much
Sponsored
soup in
by
this
Campbell's.
movie? I bought some Campbell's, but
condensed or like the chunky cams?
Like a little bowl of the chunky, like you just put the bowl in the thing and you heat it up. I bought it because I was sick.
The little red one with all the plastic.
With like the red.
Man, I've had one of those since like high school, maybe.
I'm a child.
No, college, because they had like a C-store, and I would buy
C-store?
Convenience store.
Convenience
store.
What
we called the C-store.
On the college campus. Yeah, I got fat off my college's convenience store, I think. When I was in college, I gained so much weight. I had no idea that I was supposed to like eat well. That combined with antidepressants, I just kind of inflated. And then I lost all that weight taking ADD medication. Yeah, it was like I just stuck my thumb. It was exactly like that. And then I got fat after my girlfriend broke up with me 5 years ago.
Me too.
Yeah, did you? 5 years ago you got fat?
When you got broken up with,
you got fat.
Yeah.
And to show solidarity with me getting fat, you got fat, and then you lost it.
Cheese brother.
You should be losing it with me right now. You shouldn't have lost it so quickly because I felt abandoned by you after you lost your weight.
I haven't lost it. I just wear shirts.
You just wear shirts?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
We're between like 240 and 250.
250? Mm-hmm. 240, 250?
Yeah,
right, but you're 6'3", so.
Does help distribute. Doesn't help me feel better about it.
I mean, when I was 250, I looked like I was like dying.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, no. I mean, I knew it, but I just kind of didn't care. I'm like 215 now, so, after colonoscopy and getting sick.
Maybe I should go get a colonoscopy. The best I ever felt was when I got my tonsils out. I got down to like 195 or 200. I was like, this is a good weight.
Whoa, when did you get your tonsils out?
2019.
Wait, you said you're 250. You do not look 250.
I'm sweating in places I've never sweat before.
I started to smell weird when I was like 240, 250. I could like smell myself. It was not good. It's like, this is like a diabetic smell. This is like acetone. This is bad. Glad I'm not there anymore.
People wipe their nails on you?
Weirdly enough, I was constantly walking by a nail salon every time I smelled that acetone, so I realized it actually might just be the nail salon. I just put that together just now.
You gotta stop drinking acetone, by the way.
What's wrong with drinking acetone?
It's atonal. It's very asexual. Asexual sounding. Atonal.
What does something that's asexual sound like? What does it sound like? Is it like...
sex? Not for me.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Keep me in my pants.
Oh, I'm ace. That's what it sounds like. Actually, I'm ace. I'm ace. I'm ace. Are you ace? Do you ever not believe people when they say they're ace? I hate to say that out loud, but sometimes people say they're asexual. I'm like, okay. All right. You deal with whatever you're dealing with right now.
I've seen it. I feel like I haven't been told that by a lot of people. So,
I mean, for all intents and purposes, I am basically asexual right now and have been for like 4 years. I live an asexual life. Granted, I haven't gotten laid in so long that I am by default sort of asexual. But is my audio popping at all? I don't think it is. Is it popping a little bit?
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop.
I don't know.
No?
Papa Americano.
I found out what that means. I don't speak American. Parlo Americano.
They literally have that in parentheses in the title.
Do they? That's how I figured it out then. I guess. We're about to wrap this episode up. What were you going to say before we end this?
I need to show you the new background I'll have at some point when I figure out how to put it up. But
whoa, it's Jeff Goldblum. That's pretty cool, man. As Jesus. That's a Jew as Jesus.
He's just a saint. He's
Saint
got
Goldblum.
A Jurassic Park medallion. But yeah,
Jurassic
costs
Park
a lot
medallion?
to frame it. Yeah, see that?
Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool.
$300 to frame this thing.
Jesus Christ, why?
That was with a Groupon.
You used a Groupon to frame a poster?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not a poster. It's actual art.
It's actual art. Oh, you purchased it from somebody.
It was a gift from long ago that has been sitting around. And I'm like, you know what? I should get this framed.
That money could have gone to buying a PS5, dude.
Don't talk to me about that. This is unusable.
This is unusable. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Ben Steinberg.
Tip of the morning to you, Martin.
Top of the baldness. To you.
Torp of the lurty.
Top of the morning to you, fucker.
The Sheerans of Bancherino.
The Inner Sharons of Ed Sheeran.